is growing that the crime problem stems from the emergence of a new privileged class in America, a class of repeat offenders and career criminals who think they have a right to victimize their fellow citizens with virtual impunity. They're openly contemptuous of our way of justice. They don't believe they'll be caught, and if they are caught, they're confident that once their cases enter our legal system, the charges will be dropped, postponed, plea bargained away, or lost in a maze of legal technicalities that make a mockery of our legitimate and honorable concern with civil liberties. Once again, the research shows that this common perception has a strong basis in fact. Just take one limited part of the crime picture. Transit police in New York estimate that only 500 habitual offenders were responsible for nearly half of the crimes committed in their subways last year. This rise in crime, this growth of a hardened criminal class, has partly been the result of misplaced government priorities and a misguided social philosophy. At the root of this philosophy lies utopian presumptions about human nature that see man as primarily a creature of his material environment. By changing this environment through expensive social programs, this philosophy holds that government can permanently change man and usher in an era of prosperity and virtue. In much the same way, individual wrongdoing is seen as the result of poor socioeconomic conditions or an underprivileged background. This philosophy suggests, in short, that there is crime or wrongdoing, society not the individual, is to blame. But what has also become abundantly clear in the last few years is that a new political consensus among the American people utterly rejects this point of view. The increase in citizen involvement of the crime problem and the tough new state statutes directed at repeat offenders make it clear that the American people are reasserting certain enduring truths, the belief that right and wrong do matter, that individuals are responsible for their actions, that evil is frequently a conscious choice, and that retribution must be swift and sure for those who decide to make a career of preying on the innocent. This administration, even as we're struggling with our economic and international problems, has also been attempting to deal with the threat of crime and to speak for this new consensus. As you know, one of the most critical duties that we faced upon taking office was controlling the influx of illegal drugs into this country. The South Florida Task Force, which we established under the leadership of Vice President George Bush, has, in the opinion of virtually all knowledgeable observers, been highly successful in slowing the illegal flow of drugs into the United States. I'll return to the subject of illegal drug trade in a moment, but let me say now that what was happening in South Florida is an example of the increasing sophistication and power of organized criminal enterprises and the grave danger that they pose to our nation. When I spoke in New Orleans last year to the International Association of Chiefs of Police, I made the point then, as Bill has told you, and I don't think that I should repeat it now, but we do draw distinctions between violent crime, sophisticated crime, or between crimes like drug pushing and crimes like bribery. The truth is, crime doesn't come in categories. It's part of a pattern. If one sector prospers in the community of crime, so ultimately do all the others. As I said then, the street criminal, the drug pusher, the mobster, the corrupt policeman, the public official, they form their own criminal subculture. They contribute to and they
talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, now?
They protect each other. And that brings us to the major and sweeping effort that I'm announcing this morning. For many years, we have tolerated in America, not just in the illegal and highly dangerous drug traffic, but in many other areas, a syndicate of organized criminals whose power is now reaching unparalleled heights. The personal suffering they cause to our society in human and fiscal terms, the climate of lawlessness that its very existence fosters, has made this network of professional criminals a costly and tragic part of our history. Today, the power of organized crime reaches into every segment of our society. It is estimated that the syndicate has millions of dollars of assets in legitimate businesses. It controls corrupt union locals. It runs burglary rings. It fences for stolen goods, holds a virtual monopoly on the heroin trade, thrives on illegal gambling, pornography, gun running, car theft, arson, and a host of other illegal activities. The existence of this nationwide criminal network
talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
2, 3, 4, 5. We're live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics Friday night live stream. Come on in, have a seat. Let's get into some of this political discussion, if you will.
If you're new here, you don't know what to expect. But if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We chasing maggots and coons. Maggots and coons. And Puerto Ricans too. And let's not forget about you Bernie boys. What they call? Bernie boys. You on the list too, boy. Appreciate everybody to tune in, take your time out to like, subscribe. We appreciate that a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that got us over 300 subs. Appreciate you, each and every one of you. You know what I'm saying? For getting us to this point, you know? Politics. You know what I'm saying? Now, the news of the day. What is a few things that happened today? Somebody got sentenced as a felon. A permanent felon. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody remember when the Orange Demon was taking his ass to court, right?
Yep.
Somebody got sentenced. And
Check.
but look, everybody remember the Orange Demon was going to court and shit. So now the Orange Demon has finally been sentenced, right? Now, the fact that it took this long to get this many charges on him, for him to go through the system and get the charges put on him, is white privilege. So put that aside. In the end, he still got to run for president instead of even having a bracelet on his ankle, at least.
That's correct.
So now that he's a true felon, they still don't do nothing as far as penalties. So he's still just a felon without the penalty. Now, when you're a felon, what are some things you can and can't do? Is there a list of things you can't? Is voting on the list? Or can he carry a gun?
Yeah, he can vote. Can't carry a gun. Can't go into he ain't supposed to go into certain government buildings.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, the White House is one of them.
That's crazy shit.
Can't travel outside the country. Shit.
He gonna do that ASAP.
Nah, yeah, not if the country got law. If the country's got laws that say they don't allow, like Canada. If you a felon, you can't go up in Canada. Canada ain't gonna let you cross that fucking border. So if he can talk all that shit about Canada, he want to go to Canada for anything. Canada could say,
"You're a felon, my guy." We don't talk to felons.
It's a lot of countries like that. So it's a lot of shit that you can and you can't do.
We don't talk to felons over here.
But evidently he the exception to the rule.
And he want to take over our country. Shit.
Yeah,
damn sure wouldn't have his motherfucking ass at all. Well, yeah, at this point, don't nobody expect Donald Trump to go to jail or anything. Nobody even expecting that. At this point, even some of the people that had the charges on it at this point don't even care no more. Because there's nobody going to jail for this shit.
No, just for the beginning. and we saw it play out. Everybody went to jail but him.
Yeah, that happened too.
He the only motherfucker ain't went to jail. So he involved in all the shit.
That did
Everybody
happen.
else going to jail. There's a long list of people who went to jail, but he ain't on the list. So it applies. I guess everything applies to everybody but him. He the exception to the rule. So they just put felon by his name. At some point under the covers, or maybe even when he go back on appeal, all that shit get threw out. That is fucking, you throw the whole shit out. So he gonna get away with it all. But he's gotten away with it all for real.
Yeah, it's already a done deal and shit.
That's done.
But I don't know, man. Like, for example, most of the charges he got, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the charges he got, the normal person would have been locked up. We all agree, right? But then on the flip side, the joint with the case, the matter of fact, the one right here where he got all the charges, where he got the felony, that's shaky. You feel me?
Yeah.
That was a stretch that worked, but it was a stretch. So it's easy for a motherfucker to be like, man, they would trump that up when they really didn't trump it up. He broke the law, but what they did was find a way to prosecute him for what he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, he wasn't wrong in the beginning when he get charged the way he paid the broad off, but fucking around with them records. And the records, when you dealing with money like that, that should be public records and shit, and paying motherfuckers off and shit. You ain't getting around that shit without motherfuckers knowing. So
Hell no.
So he tried to be slick and got caught.
Because one thing about it, he gonna get his bread. You know what I'm saying? Either way you look at it. Like now, everywhere you look, money flying to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna get the bread that he want, no matter what.
Right. But all he had to do was, I mean, the motherfucker just stupid. All the fuck he had to do was pay the chick off in silent, give her some more bread. You know, shut the fuck up and keep it moving.
But remember, he was running for president. He couldn't give her no money. That's why he made the lawyer do it. And the lawyer was supposed to get paid back.
I mean, we on
that was the whole thing about
on the same thing right there. I mean, he not gonna go hand in hand with her. He basically, what he did have his lawyer, but the fucking lawyer, but some kind of way they got around fucking with the paperwork. Come on, dude, the paperwork be on file. Somebody pull that shit up, y'all fuck around with the paperwork. That's how your dumb ass got caught. The lawyer could have just motherfucking called her in there, blah, 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 blah. Ain't nobody gonna say shit, especially on his side, because they got confidentiality. So he can just come straight out. Look, motherfucker gonna give you so much. You need this shit to go away. If anybody asks you any questions, you ain't commenting on it, and you tell them anything you want. Just say you ain't got no comment and keep it moving, and they'll stop bugging you at some point. But I don't know what the fuck they did.
One thing about motherfucking, all right, put that aside. He's a felon, right? Then on top of that, the things you want to do is, as far as bills, are racist, anti-women, anti-gay, all that. These are things, that's his agenda, is anti all that.
Yeah.
So running this race, it was rightfully so, anger, because they were running against this racist pig. He was smartly to gin up anger on his side, even though it was lies about stupid shit here and there, to match the anger, right? So to me, after the motherfucking joint is all over, the race over, and the orange fuck Donald Trump won, how would you act around him after that?
Act around him?
Yeah.
After all the shit he put out there this year,
Yeah.
last year?
Yeah.
Shit, I act like some shit around. I wouldn't be around his bigoted ass. And if I'm around him, how am I act? I'm gonna treat him like the bigot that he is.
Almost like when my girl was in that joint, the motherfucker ain't want to shake her hand and shit's like, bro, what the fuck is going on here, man? The blatant racism is over the TZT. Now,
It's about to get worse.
it was a funeral. Former President Carter. And it was a situation where they had all the presidents together in one spot. And they had Obama and Donald Trump together in one spot. Now, this has been turned into a thing where everybody got issues about this. And first, I want to let y'all see what happened here.
Donald Trump and Barack Obama seemingly having a friendly chat at Jimmy Carter's funeral.
The first term, everybody was.
Hold up. First, did you see that yet?
Yeah, so I watched the whole thing.
Oh, so you seen them two do that?
Right.
All right. That on top of Biden sitting in the motherfucking Oval Office with him, laughing, whatever the fuck they was doing. First, in that situation right there, was Obama wrong? Or what is that? What?
People, get a grip. That's not that serious. First of all, there's only 5 of them in the world. There's only 5 of them living now. That's Clinton, Bush, Obama, Biden, and Trump. There's only 5 presidents still alive. And you never get this many alive. This is the first time in my lifetime that this many been alive until Jimmy Carter was, with 6 was alive at the same time. They deal with each other. You might not see it. You might not motherfucking know about it. You're not going to want to hear about it. They deal with each other all the time. You best believe Trump then got on the phone with Obama about something over in the Middle East. Look, man, what's up with this motherfucker over here? Blah, 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 blah. They do because they got knowledge and shit in their head that nobody else got. They know all the secrets. They know all the people. They deal with each other. And it's not, if they at Jimmy Carter's funeral, it's the 5 that still living paying respect to the one that just passed. That's not the time. That's not the place. They act their ass what they do. Now you could have did like he could have
This
did
morning
like
on Take It Off Today.
he could have did like Mike Pence's wife did, and his straight shun him and Melania. You could have did like George Bush did when George Bush walked right past him, didn't acknowledge him, didn't look at him, and acknowledged Obama. Now, if you got Obama and Trump sitting next to each other for over an hour, it's about a 90-minute funeral or more, they sitting next to each other. It would have been a much bigger story if he didn't say nothing to Trump the whole time. So that don't mean they friends. That don't mean they golfing buddies or whatever the fuck. They presidents. That was the right thing to do. You don't stoop all the time, stoop to his level. Now, Trump might have did shit like that. That's not Obama. That's not Clinton. That's not none of them. That's not even, well, George Bush just shunned his ass. So, and he was a Republican. That's bigger news than what him and Obama sitting there smiling and yucking it up for a couple of minutes. The fuck y'all think? Y'all think Obama will jump Republican now? He's going to become MAGA? Oh shit, Trump turned him out. Come on, man. That wasn't the time or the place. You know? Why you want to act like it's 5 of y'all together, honoring, paying tribute, paying respect to the one that just passed, the one that made it to 100 years,
The one is a member of the club of only 6 people. That's not the time. That's not the place. Now, if they see each other in the street and Obama smack the shit out of them, then, you know, that's another issue. But come on, he wasn't going to sit next to that man and they wasn't going to say nothing. It's just being cordial. And when I seen it live. Trump was grinning too. So, what the fuck is the problem? That's why shit don't get done.
Check your mic at the bottom. Yeah. There we go.
That's why shit don't get done. Because motherfucker.
Look at my baby. Black lady.
If everybody gonna choose sides and dig in, yes, you got people on the right, you got people on the left.
You talk to Pence too.
Yeah. The solutions to all this shit is in the middle. Yeah, come on. You can't bring him. He came in there. He came to the funeral. Ain't nobody expect him to do this shit for real. But he came. Okay, he comes up in there by himself. Him and his wife. Don't treat him like shit. In that setting. Any other setting, treat him like shit. This was the correspondence dinner or something. Light his ass up. But in that setting, no, it's not that serious. Just let him be. You know. Let him be, because whether you like it or not, he's a member of the President's Club. He's one of the 5. They do have communications in some way. If maybe it's not person to person, motherfuckers in both administrations talk to each other. They may, because people got to meet people that the other people know, and one might have did something that the other motherfucker need to do and need some advice or some counsel or something. So you best believe they communicate. Come on.
Now this is a funeral, and it's like this. This is his wife right there, right?
Yeah.
So we got. It's obviously Mrs. Obama is not here.
Nah.
So that's a problem. We can find out why she wasn't there.
She had a scheduling conflict.
Now, personally, how they end up sitting beside each other is you can't really deny that. That can happen because they look like they're going in order from presidents. You know what I'm saying? So, and Biden not there.
Biden sits in the front row. Biden's there. He sits in him and the vice president and their spouses sit in the row ahead of the former president.
Now, watching the joint, to me, most of it is don't know the orange demon who knows TV, he knows people watching. So he kept leaning in, kept running his fucking mouth to Obama. And Obama, one of them dudes, is going to give a fake smile even when you try to be. Then everybody knows this motherfucker is funny sometimes. So if he's saying some old crazy shit in your ear, and he just smile, I mean, eventually you're going to start engaging with him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So in that point, I get it. But it was easy for Obama to make it clear to this motherfucker that I ain't talking to you, bro.
Yeah, he could have did that.
Period. He could have just sat there and kept looking straight. Every time he leaned in and he kept on trying to rap to him for a few seconds before Obama started talking back to him. So he might have tried that at the beginning, you never know. But after a while, you can't ignore him when he's leaning all the way over to you and smiling and laughing, right? Mm-hmm. So it's almost, you can't deny it now. You know what I'm saying? But I would have made it clear. If I'm Obama, I would have made it clear. I would start talking to Ms. Harris over there or something, or whoever beside me. You know what I'm saying? I would have cut that whole thing off. I would have never rapped to him like that. That shit they doing, bro. You can't do this shit, man. Y'all ran on motherfuckers' lives that endangered right now. People that's going to be deported. People, black people. All types of shit that y'all were defending. So to me, just because he won don't mean the fight is ended. And to me, you can't be now sucking his dick or sitting there taking photos with this clown ass fool. Fuck that. If you're going to take photos, make it clear in these photos you don't fuck with him then. Don't let a whole clip go past and you ain't clear to nobody. Yeah, Obama's sitting there, man. It look like he don't fuck with him though. We ain't get that pressure. That's the problem. Now I get it. It ain't been so many of y'all. And eventually his orange neck demon ass gonna try to ask you for some advice. But I get all that. But here, one thing this bitch ass nigga know is optics. He know how the shit looks.
Mhm.
And the problem with Democrats in this scene right here is you get it. They know optics, Democrats don't. Obama said they didn't even think about the camera on him. Orange neck demon, whole time knew people was watching, knew was working the camera the whole time and knew, let me lean in and smile a lot on him. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he doing. He the one that started the birther. Why would you see him talking to this clown? The lady in front right there just ran. He said the bitch ain't black. Don't talk to this clown ass fool. Fuck him. Then Biden, come sit in the office with me. Fuck no. When are we gonna get somebody with some balls? It ain't no more chance for anybody to prove they got balls no more. Obama balls are gone. The only one left is Kamala. And if she go to that shit on the 20th, she don't have no balls. Somebody got to put their foot in the sand right the fuck now and say, no, I don't fuck with him, just like I told you before. I don't give a fuck who voted for him. And it's clear I still don't fuck with him. Clear. Period. I'm not working with him. His whole agenda is racist. And I'm not working with him with a racist agenda. Fuck that. That's what we need.
My whole thing is, man, that's a state funeral right there. You can't act the ass just because he would act the ass. This shit
Fuck that.
This shit beamed around the world, you know, and you had other world leaders and other dignitaries up in there. I mean, it wasn't the time, it wasn't the place. Now, if it was another setting, like I said, if they was like some kind of dinner or war show when he did some shit like that, I'd be like, man, what the fuck you doing? I hope you cussing his ass out. But
you see how Kamala looked at them too? Looked at that nigga?
Oh yeah, she wasn't feeling it.
Now I need a seat. I'm telling you. And there was so many positions where she could take right now with a collective amount of all those millions of people that voted for her would take a stand with her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I mean, people gonna back her.
No. You need to listen to what I'm saying. They go back. If she just run just normally right now, just a normal again, she'll get 40, 50 of those million people automatically, right? Forget that.
I can see that.
Forget that. We need somebody broad, stand toe to toe, 10 toes down, all the way through these 4 years. And one by one, you're watching anybody that you can use for that situation fall by the wayside. That's a problem. Now, you must say, hey, just because it looked like that, it might not be behind the scenes. We don't care about the behind the scenes. That's how you lost. That's the problem. Optics first. Fuck government. Fuck running, passing the bills. Take care of what people seeing and hearing first. That's how these chump redneck pigs won.
Okay. Well, right now, you really can't do shit because they got the spotlight. He got the spotlight.
January the 20th, don't show the fuck up.
Hold on. But sure, she gonna start at a base when she get back out there, if she get back out there. But right now, it's them. And yeah, optics is one thing, but we ain't got who's out there. We ain't got nobody who's going to be out there right now. The only ones you can really say, if she decides to take a break before she jumps in or out of the race, you can't deny her that, because you know she ran an impromptu presidential campaign for real. She ran it on short notice, and she was also the vice president coming off that campaign. So if she decides to take a break, she deserves a break. But in the meantime, if she decides to step back and get herself together before she jump back out there, who's the ones who's going to jump out there? It's going to be out there. Right now, I only see 2. It's Hakeem Jeffries, because he's a minority leader, and it'd be Jasmine Crockett, because she's Jasmine Crockett. But other than that, who's the next ones to step up? And they need to be stepping up now. And I can't name nobody else.
I just told you.
Who?
She is it. If she don't do it, it's nobody that's gonna pop up out the blue. All of a sudden, everybody can say, "Oh yeah, I'm following that person." What can they do to make you do that?
This is the time. You got. It's not. Look.
You can't just pop up out of the blue.
Look.
You gotta have somebody already. For example, if she was a white man, would this be a hesitation whether or not she be running again or she be the front runner? It wouldn't be no hesitation for that.
And you know
that'll
what?
be automatic.
I gotta take that back because it is 3. Go ahead.
3 what?
It's 3 that's going to be out there because this wildfire situation is basically Newsom was already out there, but he'll be out there more now too, especially since they keep going on him like they do. So it's them in the meantime, in between time, till because after January 20th,
Okay, that's my point. After the 20th.
She's a regular citizen. She's an ordinary citizen, basically. But she got a big megaphone. She got a big mic.
Who just ran for president that wasn't in office?
That
just a regular citizen.
That wasn't in office? Trump.
Why? Because he had just ran. He was just president. She was just vice president.
Get to where I'm getting at now.
He had a microphone, biggest of the presidents. Was he in office?
Trump's the rules don't apply to Trump.
No.
He was not in office, but the man was on fucking TV that damn near every night week. He was the apprentice. The dude was one of the most famous motherfuckers in the world.
Now we're talking about the last 4 years.
But he's ex-president, so yeah. But what I'm saying is, she don't after January 20th. Right now, she got the power of the office. After January 20th, she won't have the power of the office. She won't have that megaphone, but she can step out there whenever she wants to and do whatever, and she can tout this, that, and the third. Well, and say we did this there. She do a lot of that lately. She pointed out, hey, our administration did this. The Biden-Harris administration did this, that, and the third. She be doing a lot of that lately, but she won't have that VP. She won't have them VP social media accounts that have millions and millions of followers on it. She won't have them, but she'll still have hers, but she won't have that power behind her. So she'll fall back to the pack, and that's respect a little bit. But if she takes a break, or which, like I said, she deserved, and somebody else step up there in the meantime, it don't take much for a motherfucker to blow up.
What will be a break? All right, after January 20th, basically is no real leader of the Democratic Party after that. Everybody gonna be scrambling for the leadership, scrambling for whatever the fuck after that.
Yeah,
so therefore, whoever the fuck that is, they ain't gonna be irrelevant too.
No, they won't be.
Whoever the leader be, nobody in the world would know who the fuck that is, and who they ain't gonna give a fuck.
It's about the party.
Forget that. See again, you listening to why you're losing.
No, that's not why
you heard about what's going on in the party. I'm telling you what people seeing. What's salt? What you looking at?
Everybody has seen what they need to see so far, but you still need somebody to lead the party.
Listen. After the 20th, it's not going to be no leader of the party. The DNC chair is going to be nothing. Even the leader in the House is going to be nobody to people. You're not going to have nobody. She is the only person left to continue because she just ran. She was just the vice president. If she was to make a speech, it's going to be in the joint all day on the joint. If she was to make a speech every 2 months, she ain't got to be running campaigns. That don't take, you ain't got to take a break. You speech for, what do you do? What are you about to do? Mass deportation. You speech on that ASAP. You the motherfucker is going to be covered. What are you talking about? She the former vice president. Hold on. She the former vice president. She just ran for president. Lost. She got 77 million people voted for her. When she come out with a speech against whatever the fuck that orange fuck just did, it's going to be on the news. That's what I'm talking about. And continue until next year, you're going to announce you're running for president. It's not even going to be that long to do it.
Okay. So she should make a once-a-month speech or once every other month.
You ain't got to take no break for that.
Okay. Actually, that is Jai taking a break.
You're not running a campaign.
So,
what else you doing?
Look. All I'm saying is, who are the other people?
It ain't nobody else.
It can't. That's what I'm asking. Who? That's what I'm saying. This is my thing. In the meantime, in between time, and I'm saying this to the people out there, which one of y'all are going to step up in her slowing down, in her absence, or whatever, or her transition from being in the government or transition to running for the job again? You hear from Hakeem. You can't help that he's the minority leader. You're going to hear from him. You're going to hear from people like Jasmine Crockett.
Put it like this.
You got people like Gavin Newsom out there. All right, which one? I'm saying to y'all, which one of y'all is going to take the bull by the horns?
Do you think?
And become a thorn in this motherfucker's side?
All right, let's just say Kamala go in the woods like motherfucking Hillary did and just disappear. She don't do shit for about 9-10 months. You don't even hear from her no more. Then that's a whole nother topic. Now, then you fuck to the situation where there's gonna be too many people talking, and the main person gonna be talking is Sanders. And Sanders is not a fucking Democrat. So that's what shit gonna fall. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She is just like when she ran, she was literally the last person left in the establishment part. She was defending that part. She got to continue it, or the party gonna fall apart with the Bernie bros or the whatever, the Gaza Strip kids, whatever the fuck. It's all gonna be all over the place. You feel me? And in 18 months, you're gonna get your shit blown out the water in the Congress because you ain't gonna have no message other than whatever the fuck Trump about to do. That's what I mean about, and the DNC chairs are gonna be useless. For example, who running for the DNC chair right now? You got Mark O'Malley.
Yeah, I think he'll get it.
And then you got Emmanuel. Man, the motherfucking Republicans will bake his ass out in that joint, bro.
Yeah, but you gotta have somebody good.
Come
no matter what
on.
you think about Martin O'Malley, Martin O'Malley got balls. That motherfucker gonna fight.
Oh
He
my
gonna fight
God.
back. He gonna fight back against him.
Martin O'Malley?
Yes, Martin O'Malley.
Bro, Clinton.
Yeah.
Mrs. Clinton beat the brakes off
my
him,
God.
bro. You're not serious.
I'm not talking about.
He's some
Martin.
trash.
Look, the dude got guts. The dude is gonna stand up. He's gonna stand up to the other side. He might be a good.
You really
DNC,
think
might
that?
not.
He was
I don't
screaming
know.
and weenie.
But if that's what you think. That's what you think.
He wasn't even a full-fledged give me the gloves Democrat, bro. That's what we
He wasn't
need.
a what?
We need a full-fledged
Governor-
give me the gloves
Governor
Democrat.
Governor of Maryland.
Crockett
Mayor
is a give me the.
and he wasn't a motherfucking full-fledged Democrat?
I said give me the gloves Democrat.
You said full-fledged.
Give me the gloves Democrat.
Okay. Look.
Crockett she got the gloves.
Look,
On.
no matter what.
Give me the other Democratic.
You
Give me the
say
gloves.
give me this and give me that, and you don't like none of the people that's running.
Martin O'Malley is some trash.
Who are you supporting?
They
Who
trash.
are you supporting? Because somebody got to take the job. Somebody going to get the job because you got other races than
They
President.
irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. Somebody
That's my
needs
point.
to run it. Somebody.
Either three of those people we named are irrelevant once they become
So,
whatever the
what I'm
fuck.
saying-
Nobody gonna care.
Look, this is the problem
Now
that a
you
lot
get
of
it?
us got. And it's the problem I'm saying with you. Y'all saying we don't like this one. This was some shit. We want some shit.
Trash.
Okay, this was some trash or whatever. Come on, bring us some candidates. Put some names out there. Put some people out there.
Trash.
Who else? If you don't like, because in the end, you might not like them. Just like we don't like Trump, but we got to deal with them. If that's how people that you don't like and ain't aligned with your vision or whatever. That's how you get this motherfuckers like that in office. If everybody quick to say, I don't like that motherfucker some shit. Okay, get behind somebody because you never know. You might be the spark that set a motherfucker off. Like, damn, I never knew that. I never knew that about this person. Nobody doing that. That's why I'm saying, who the fuck after when this new Congress gets in there and January 20th, when this motherfucker sworn in, who the fuck is going to jump out there, take the bull by the horns, and hey, look, You come up with ideas. Motherfuckers ain't gotta like the ideas. Ain't gotta accept the ideas. If that motherfucker ain't for you, on to the next motherfucker. But somebody gotta do something. You just can't sit there and not let this motherfucker get away with murder for 4 years. Come on.
What I'm saying is, people like O'Reilly, Miley, all these motherfuckers are old tires, bruh. These motherfuckers are gonna be useless. Especially him. He completely trash. He can't articulate no motherfucking defense to nothing. They're gonna have his ass spinning in circles. It's the first time he take his ass on Fox. Ain't nobody got time for that. What I'm talking about, you need motherfuckers like, I keep saying Crocker because that's like a symbol. You need motherfuckers got the gloves on. That bitch ass nigga ain't got no gloves on. He's not gonna go over there with no gloves on. He gonna go over there kissing their ass. We ain't got time for that no more. And that's a O'Malley type shit that you got talking about. All those motherfuckers, they trash. Only motherfucker, all right, main man Minnesota. He running. Maybe him. But other than that, man.
Walls?
No, not him.
Oh, I knew something. But the problem is this. All that sound good, but the Martin O'Malley's and the other people like him, that's what we got.
Trash.
Ain't nobody that y'all consider not trash jumping out there. And that's what we got. So somebody either gonna have to jump in, and where just listening to you lets motherfuckers know that there is a group of people out there. There's people out there that feel this way and want new blood, that want people that fight, want people that scrap, want people that get down in the mud. That there's room out there, and in some quarters, that's what's needed. But these people ain't just jumping out there. It don't matter when you jump, damn it. But if we stuck with the Martin O'Malley's of the world, that's what we got. Until somebody decide to give us something else. Now, is Gavin Newsom gonna give us something else? Is what's the other motherfucker they keep saying? Josh Shapiro gonna give us something else? Is any of them? Is anybody ready to be that dog? Get down in the mud, in the gutter, get gutter with these motherfuckers. That's what a lot of people want. That's what I want to see. I want to see some dog come out of these motherfuckers. But we gotta work with what the fuck we got until we get something else.
It's not even that. It's not really all about. It's not even about being a dog, because it ain't really too many of those out there, right? Most of those will be turned into a leftist crazy person, right? So you won't be able to be a real dog like if I was to walk in Congress type shit. You won't be able to do that. But you need a motherfucker that's in that joint that's just as aggressive as they are, but on this side. Not going in that joint and taking what they give you for whatever the fuck reasons. You know what I'm saying? Just for whatever. Like O'Malley. He was a former motherfucking governor of Baltimore. He's 61 years old. He'll go in there. They're going to treat him like a piece of shit. And that's what type of person he is. He's soft, kind, hearted, and all that shit. He's not going to work.
I think otherwise. But if somebody give us another choice, that's the thing. What's the other choice?
Not gonna work at all.
Okay, but what's the other choice? Just don't put nobody there?
That's not. No, what you're saying is this person is supposed to take the spot of her if she was not to do anything. And I'm telling you, no matter which one of these people you put in there, they trash and they not gonna get nothing done.
Okay,
that's what I'm telling you. You should be telling me which one of them would do it.
Far as the head of the DNC. DNC is basically the head of the party. And the DNC head, he not just responsible for presidential race. It's down ballot all the way down. It's about, setting agenda, blah, 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 getting motherfuckers out there, getting candidates out there. voter registration, voter drive. It's the whole shebang, bang, bang, bang. He's basically the CEO of the party. So you're not going to get it. The next head of the party is the next nominee. That'll be the next top dog. But if no other options are there, what are we supposed to do but choose amongst the best options that are out there until that fighter come along, until that person come along that galvanizes everybody and everybody can get behind and say, that's it, that's our person, that's who we gonna follow. That's what all the fuck they did in the Republican Party. That's our man.
You got Rahm Emanuel, ambassador to Japan when Obama was president. Rahm Emanuel.
He running.
You got Jane Cleave, Nebraska Democrats. The leadership in Nebraska. See what I mean? This shit is not gonna work. Wisconsin Democrat party chairman, Ben Wicker. I heard his name. See, this is what I'm talking about. Really? Ken Martin, Minnesota. Now I heard he was the labor secretary. Now that might work.
Well, I'm gonna say this much about this whole.
But you still, they're not gonna have no megaphone. They're not gonna be a big person. They're not gonna be doing shit. They're not gonna be nobody. And what their job is to get people elected. And so therefore he gonna be screaming. If he take his ass to Pennsylvania or wherever the fuck, he gonna come back looking squeamy.
I'm gonna say this about the whole situation. That's just a process. And you just ran out of a whole lot of names. Some of them you didn't know yet. I ain't never heard that one. Some of you ain't heard of. But this is the time for them motherfucking people to get out here and let us get to know you. And we might find out, we might find that person amongst them. Because if you got people that's running, I don't know who the fuck that is. They already behind the 8 ball. Because you got a motherfucker already saying, who is you? And they not getting out there, letting us know who the fuck you are. Then maybe we find that diamond in the rough. But it's a process. And it's just time we go through the motherfucking process. Shit. We got motherfucking 4 years. And the motherfucking, if we put a 4-year plan out there, you get a 4-year plan with the midterms being in the plan along the way, like on the way back to the White House. We'll first make a stop off and get one of the chambers back, at least one of the chambers. Or
can't.
How?
Nigga soft, bro.
How? Shit, you
like everything we just been talking about. You ain't gonna get you're not gonna win no seats with no narrative, bro.
Okay, look,
I've been trying to tell you that since the beginning. You keep rubbing your mic. I keep telling you that from the beginning.
Well, look,
if you don't have no narrative, you're not winning no race at all.
We haven't even gotten to inauguration day yet. We 3 months out of the November, December. We 2 months away from the election. We got time.
Time to do what? What are you waiting for?
Okay.
What you mean? You ain't got.
We haven't even transferred. All right.
Can we agree that the midterms are in 17 months?
Correct.
So what you mean you got time? You got time to do what?
Okay.
Wait 4 more months, then you got 13 months? What we wait for?
When we get to the midterms, it's just like everything else. The midterms are local. The people that's running in the midterm elections know they're already running. They already been campaigning. They're in their states or in their states or counties or wherever, depending on how they state divided up. They already campaigning. They know what the fuck they need to do. If they not by now, something wrong with you. So I'm not worried about that.
What?
Because the candidates in those races are already working. They should be already working.
See, no. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean right there. You leaving it up to what that individual to run his race, That's the problem. Democrats need a national platform, a national shit to talk about. Not you in Minnesota talk about what you want to talk about, and then you in Pennsylvania do what you want to do. It's not gonna work.
But that's how
You're not
politics
listening.
is.
See, that's how you ain't been listening this whole time, right?
You coming up when you saying one thing in Minnesota and what you saying one thing in Pennsylvania. That's how you got a fucking Joe Manchin in the first place.
All right, let me ask you this.
You have to go to your people. You know what your people want.
All right.
Your people tell you what you want, what they want. So
Okay,
you gotta
in Minnesota,
them the people that
if you say mass deportation, what would that do for I'm listening.
It's a more liberal state.
No, what will happen?
If you say mass deportation, if you ran on mass deportation, in Minnesota, they probably wouldn't go for you. That shit wouldn't work in Minnesota.
But no, you're a Republican, right? You're a Republican in Minnesota.
Oh,
you running on mass deportations.
You blew the fuck out.
Are you fucking serious?
Minnesota's liberal.
Bro. The point is, Republicans say one thing. I don't give a fuck what state they in. They all saying the same shit. You could be in a state where there's no immigration, but you're running on immigration. You're running on motherfuckers coming over the border. You're running over motherfuckers taking people jobs. You're running on that. Even though that ain't even in your state. That's because you got a national whip. Democrats ain't giving nobody a national whip. You saying I ain't worried about that because that person running his race. No, you needed somebody to say one thing and everybody say that.
You got different parts of the country in this party that got different issues and different things that they concerned about. If you live in a section of this country that they believe that in certain things, in a certain lifestyle, you're going to tailor your message to these people because these are the people that put you in the office and keep you in the office. Yes, a national platform, I agree. They need a national platform. They need an umbrella platform that covers everybody. But you still got to go to these people in whatever country, whatever county, in whatever state, in whatever shit, and talk to these people. And these people want to say, well, we don't believe such and such. We think that's going too far. Bro. And you probably got to tailor your message. Bro. Them the people that give you your job.
All right, so you're a Republican in New York. You running on border shit. They doing that now. New York ain't got no border problem, bro. You're not listening to what I'm saying. They don't give a fuck what the individual states are. Republicans have connective tissues, bro, that they all run on no matter what fucking state they in and what issues is going on in their state. Do you understand that? That's the point. The Democrats, like you just said, run individual state shit. And then when it's time for the national race, the president lose, you win, and you run around talking about, damn, how y'all vote for me and not her? What the fuck? Because you run individual shit. That's the point. When you can just be a Republican and scream transgender, connective tissue. I don't give a fuck what state you in. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
So what good?
We are talking politics here. We are talking about getting elected here.
And they get elected.
Whoa.
You see all this blue? The red
elected.
In New York?
Look.
Are you paying the mayor switching up? Talking about some border shit? Are you blind?
Evidently, look, you just pointed out what I'm saying. The people that won and voted for the people in certain places and didn't vote for her. Because yes, she had the overarching message of platform of the whole party. That's what she spoke on. Kamala Harris.
No.
She said, whoa. She spoke on the big picture. But these people that got elected and she didn't is because they went to their people, the people that vote for them, and got the people that voted for them out because they might have said, we might not agree with this, we agree with her on that, but blah, blah, blah is something I agree with you. It's a disconnect there. But
You just made it. If anybody watches this right now, they see the disconnect. You saying it out your mouth.
but if the overall blanket the blanket platform don't appeal to some people, they're not going to vote for it.
All right, hold on. Stop.
And you can fuck around and don't.
Okay, now. Donald Trump runs. Put the wall up. That goes to every fucking state, no matter who it is, where it's at. He gonna galvanize voters off of that. Period. The people in any other state just gonna say border wall with them. Even if they ain't got no border issues, they can run on that. They gonna bust migrants some fucking way to make it so you have an issue now.
You do that.
So therefore, it doesn't matter what state you in. It's a national thread to hold everybody together. Gay rights, automatically. I don't give a fuck what you're running on in your state. It's irrelevant.
No, it's not irrelevant because you
Gotta
get your
Hold
people,
on.
man.
Hold on. They have a connected tissue. So therefore, a Democrat, for example, you brought her up. If everybody would have ran on price gouging, you're going to win your state because you run on your issues. But if you connect the tissue with the top of the ticket, you all going to win. It was no connected tissue. Nobody running on what she run on 6 million new house. How many new houses? Brand new houses, 3 million of them. Not a damn soul said it out their fucking mouth when they was running. Flip side, gay marriage. Every one of them gonna say the same shit out their fucking mouth, even if it's not a problem in their fucking state. You get it?
I see where you're coming from, and I understand where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, you got to win your race, and you got to talk to the people in your state. You're talking about a national platform versus local issues. If people got different issues in different places, and some places.
Wow, you said the same thing. I don't even think you listen to me now.
I'm listening.
You just said the same thing you said.
All I'm trying to say is this. This is my whole point. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, the people you need to vote for you, you got to get them to come out to the polls and give them a reason to vote for you. If not, you're both going to lose. But you got to get it. You got to get your people out there. You know how many. You know what you need, and you got to go talk to them on the issues that affect them. They're gonna come to them local town halls. They're gonna come to them little Saturday morning town halls at the school or meet you at the supermarket, and they're gonna say this. This is affecting me, and because a lot of people like, man, the traffic you hear, they want to build a new highway, they want to take our homes and shit. But I'm not gonna let them take your homes to build a new highway. And this gentrification, this shit is a problem. We're gonna fight gentrification. That might not be on the motherfucking national, what they're talking about on the national platform. But if it comes to shit, the people losing their homes and losing their jobs, they're taking the jobs out of the state. Well, I want to bring jobs to the state. They'll vote for you if they trust you to follow through on that, even though they might not like the person at the top of the ticket. So yes, you're right. And all of this shit gotta go together. It gotta go together. But the top gotta merge some with the middle and the bottom too. Because if not, yeah, you're gonna keep getting locals elected and the top of the ticket gonna lose. You're gonna keep that. So you gotta get in the office. Or what?
You need somebody connect the tissues. Like we was talking about the chairman, just in case you don't run. You need somebody connect all those things, and none of those people that running is going to do that.
We don't know.
None of them.
Well, like I say, if it's somebody that you feel that's going to do that, who the fuck is it? And I wish they jump out there because you need a contrast. If that's the contrast you got, that this is the establishment, and the establishment going to do what the establishment going to do. We need somebody that's going to shake things up. Who the fuck?
You had a person running for president literally on their own. Their platform was on their own. No Democrat was running on anything she talked about. None of them.
Yeah.
But you couldn't find a Republican in this country that wasn't talking about the same shit that Donald Trump was talking about. You couldn't find one, and those issues were not in their fucking state. Their state didn't give a fuck about none of it at all. So that's not the issue. The issue is you need somebody at the top to force the issue, like Orange Demon did. If she was running, when she said, well, she ain't having enough time, but when she started going on price gouging, she should have forced that out of the mouth of everybody in this bitch running. Simple as that. Don't tell me they don't have issues that connect with their people in their states. That does. Gas prices, grocery prices. She had a plan for that. So don't say their issues don't connect because that's federal. The federal shit connects to states too. If you connect them, like these bitch motherfuckers did. It's real simple.
We live here in Maryland. And what we get down with and what our problems here in Maryland is different from what they got in, say,
And you about to say it again.
say a Chicago or a motherfucking this, that, and the third. So look, voters have issues. Voters have different issues on what they vote for. As the local folks is playing to the issues that's plaguing their whatever, their constituency. Now, I agree. It need to all tie together some kind of way. That even if like, damn, you coming down here for a rap. Say she going somewhere out west for a rap, and say she talked to the governor or a mayor or something around there, and they like, well, they talk, what are the issues among your voters? Well, my voters are, I bring it up again. I say a lot of our voters are concerned with gentrification and losing their homes or whatever. Okay, you say, okay. Incorporate that. You can incorporate that into your speech and say, well, out here we got a problem with gentrification. We're gonna fight gentrification. We don't, blah, 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 blah. But you gotta find a way to merge the two. And if you can do that, you're gonna win a lot of races. And you will hold on to the White House for longer than fucking 4 years.
Man, everybody's kissing motherfucking Donald Trump ass at this point. We got all the social media joints, all motherfucking the apps, the tech world. Everybody at this point is scared because he threatened all of them. News corporations, everybody was threatened before he became president. That if you don't play ball with me, I'm gonna shut your shit down. Now, there's been a lot of shit going on since then. A lot of people changing up their stripes and all types of shit been going on. But the latest thing is happening here is motherfucking the owner of motherfucking Facebook, Meta joint. He come on and announce a lot of changes and shit. And the shit just be odd how these rich motherfuckers steal. How you can be president. When people be like, president don't mean nothing. You can see these are the richest people on earth. Him, Elon Musk, all that shit. And they still kissing his ass. So it's more than money because people can take the money from you. A la the president. You see what I'm saying?
It's power.
Exactly. And to them, they got all the money in the world, but at the end, they ain't more powerful than him because he can take the shit from them, fuck their stocks up, and all that shit. They'd be fucked. Especially Facebook because he got his own motherfucking social media joint. So, of course, he want to end shit like Facebook. So, of course, they're going to start sucking the dick. So, he come on, he announced a few changes on his joint. A lot of shit, too.
Today. because it's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of legitimately bad stuff out there. Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously, and I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes. Even if they accidentally censor just 1% of...
Stop right there for a minute. See, this is part of the problem right here too, is these bitch ass niggas hoard money. They hoard money so much that they don't even hire people. They don't even want payrolls. So they have this motherfucker computers, whatever the fuck, blocking people, taking down content, just computers and shit. And that's when he says shit like with complex systems or some bullshit instead of people, human beings. You know what I'm saying? So the less people you have to pay, the more money go in his dirty ass pocket. Same shit with Musk and Donald. If you let these motherfucking foreign workers come in, you don't have to pay as much as you have to pay Americans. All these bitch ass niggas hoard their money, scapegoat, hide, and cut corners with their bread, and they're supposed to be the richest, comfortable people on earth. But they still cheat and lie to keep the bread. Complex systems.
Zuckerberg is talking a bunch of bullshit. It's basically what we saw the week after the election when he called motherfucking Joe and Mika down in Mar-a-Lago and put their ass in check. ABC ended up paying this motherfucker $15 million over some bullshit, and when they was in the right, because he put their ass in check. He's put Facebook in check. Elon is allowed to do what the fuck Elon wants to do. He just calls a famine. He summoned down the motherfucking Mar-a-Lago. The dude now basically controls the media. He does. Ain't nobody gonna put nothing out bad about him. Ain't nobody gonna put nothing fucked up about it. It's gonna come, and he checked the news media, and what was next? Now you check social media, because where most of the people, and especially people under a certain age, get all their news from social media, from your exes, from your TikToks, from your Instagrams and stuff like that. If you have a certain age, you get all of your content, whatever it is, news, entertainment, or whatever, you get it off your phone. Now he's put this motherfucking check. So he doesn't have to worry about them putting the fucked up shit about it out there. Because who's going to cross him? You cross him, he's for, like I said, for the next 2 years at least, you cross him, he's going to shut you down. He don't like you, he's going to shut you down. And he got more vindictive motherfuckers in his cabinet and in his administration that if they don't like you, they'll shut you down too. So he controls the media. There's nothing fucked up going, like all kind of fucked up shit got out last time. It was leaks everywhere. That's one way of plugging up the leaks. Put the media in check. I dare you to put that shit out there. Put it out there if you want to. Then, whereas motherfuckers can drop some shit on, oh shit, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna drop a bomb on his ass on X. You can't do that now because Elon got X. Oh, I'll drop this shit, I'll leak this shit all over Facebook and Instagram. Oh no, you ain't gonna do that now because he got motherfucking Zuckerberg in check. So he got a stranglehold on the media. Ain't nothing fucked up gonna get out about that. And he got Truth Social and X to basically put out anything good, along with Fox News and the shit he already had. Anything they want to put out, they'll put it out in whatever way they want it to be portrayed. So that shit Zuckerberg talking, that's some garbage.
Posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US. After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote nonstop about how misinformation was
Wait. Already, he's saying he's taking fact checking off the platform. So there's not going to be no more fact checking on the platform. It's going to be community notes, just like on Twitter, formerly known as X, or whatever the fuck.
Threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US. So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system. Second, we're going to simplify our content policies and get rid of a bunch of restrictions on topics like immigration and gender that are just out of touch with mainstream discourse. What started as a movement...
Wait. Gender and immigration. See, ma'am just had this whole conversation. That's my point right there. 2 buzzwords. Already, we see where he at. He's a fucking MAGA. Oh, they were censoring, over the pandemic. Too much censoring. Really? Immigration. Transgender. Really? So you want people to just put any information out about that shit? Really, though? Why these topics? Tell me, Tom. Why these topics?
I don't know. And I really don't care.
That's my point, bruh.
I don't know, and I really
Those
don't care
two
because
issues are MAGA.
No.
You could be running anywhere on the planet and tell those 2 issues you MAGA.
The bigger issue is this.
Like, why would he talk about those 2 things? Why?
Because that's
it doesn't make sense.
That's their whole lifeline. That's their whole lifeline.
But he's not even supposed to be MAGA or Republican, nothing, do he?
I mean, if that's what he told him, if they put him in check and told him that's what the fuck they want him to do, and basically that's what they want to do it for. Because that's telling you now on his platform when the immigration raids start, and he's telling you on his immigration on his platform, don't look for no motherfucking
Truth.
Images on here of people getting dragged out of work, homes, being put out the country, put in cages or whatever. That's what he's telling you. Don't look on my platform for that, because you ain't gonna see it. Gotta look somewhere else. Go try Blue Sky. That's what I did. But
no. What he's saying is all his fact checking. This is what he's saying. His fact checking and everything, and people he hired was so motherfucking political that topics like immigration, transgender were things that were censored. And what he's saying now is those things are free fall. You can do what you want now. He relaxing all those. So if you can disrespect a transgender now, you can be racist now. Yeah. You can do all that now is what he's saying. I'm going back to just letting you do whatever the fuck you want, like Twitter. Is what he's trying to say. He's not saying that's what he's saying. He's saying relaxing all the rules. He's letting everything go back so you can get back busy again.
Yeah. That means when you go on any of his platforms, when you go on motherfucking Facebook, Instagram, any of them. You don't know telling what you might see in here now.
Yeah, it's a free fall now. Yeah,
it's basically he opening up for all the
for all those podcasts come on the line.
Yeah.
So just for example, the fires, so they can go and do their live for that.
Let's see, dude. Like I told you, I look deep in this shit. How the fuck is you gonna fire fact checkers? You gonna
that don't even make sense. Why?
Checkers. Their job is to put out the truth. Fact checkers can't be motherfucking political because they only putting out facts of what happened one way or the other. And the last time I checked, fact checking worked both ways, no matter what side of the aisle you was on. So kiss my ass with that one. How you gonna fucking fire fact checkers that put out facts that can be verified, and you're going to say, well, we're going to motherfucking use community notes? How the fuck is that? Anybody
can throw some shit up there.
Anybody can put. It's just like Wikipedia. People don't even fucking know. They don't have people. If people like me, I could go on anybody's fucking Wikipedia page right now.
Redo that shit, edit
and
that shit.
Put whatever the fuck on there. I can do it, and that's why Wikipedia is. They tell you don't trust. You can't trust it all the way because people can put whatever they can add whatever they want to the motherfucker, the wiki page. So that's bullshit. So if you put out motherfucker, you can tell that the community, well, what you're saying is if a motherfucker put out a lie, you telling, well, it's on us. Well, yeah, if you know the truth, put the truth out there. But what if a motherfucker put out a lie and a motherfucker want to back it up and try to strengthen that lie?
Oh, it's a free fall.
So come on, man. You ignorant.
He named specific topics too that he want loose.
Right.
Immigration, talk what you want.
So I know what that was.
Hey, how many buses coming in? Caravans?
Yeah.
Tell it all.
He said that to let
Movement
people
to be
know
more-
that Trump and them put their foot in his ass. That you know where this shit is coming from. This ain't something he wanted to do, because in the end, it's gonna be just like X. You're gonna lose subscribers. People are gonna leave you and go somewhere else. Because people do want the truth, you jackass.
That don't even make sense.
More inclusive has increasingly been used to shut down opinions and shut out people with different ideas, and it's gone too far. So I want to make sure that people can share their beliefs and experiences on our platforms. Third, we're changing how we enforce our policies to reduce the mistakes that account for the vast majority of censorship on our platforms. We used to have filters that scanned for any policy violation. Now we're going to focus those filters on tackling illegal and high severity violations. And for lower severity violations, we're going to rely on someone reporting an issue before we take action. The problem is that the filters make mistakes and they take down a lot of content that they shouldn't.
Told you.
Oh.
You're not even using people.
So what you're saying is, motherfucker, whereas you can motherfucking, whereas you had to go through the bullshit. Now, if you post something on your platform that somebody don't like, and if somebody report it, you shutting it down.
Yeah, you wait for somebody to report it, yeah.
Okay, so as soon as somebody report it, whoever that might be, now we're gonna take some action.
Yeah. Up until then, free for all. You can call a motherfucker. What they call motherfuckers? Chinese people or Nas. What they call spinks? They call niggas. They call whatever they want out this joint now. Just say it all. Lie about immigration. Do your thing. It's all what the orange demon want. Shit's crazy, bro. The fact that niggas say he getting rid of fact checking is the oddest thing I ever seen in my life. Like, bro, why are you getting rid of fact checking? What's the point of that? Oh, there's you putting a stranglehold on people's lives. Like what?
Hey, it's putting a strain. Truth is putting a strain on a motherfucker out here.
Yeah.
So I think I better get rid of that.
It don't even make sense.
I don't know.
But look, before we get here though, we had discussed the motherfuckers talking about Trump and Shorty talking. Obama talking and shit, right? But lately I've been tapping back into motherfucking Morning Joe, right? And Michael Steele, I don't know if you know that person right there.
Ooh.
Michael Steele, he was
I ran into Michael Steele at Target one time.
he was a motherfucking RNC chairman.
Yep.
So he was on Morning Joe joint, and him and motherfucking Joe get into it because motherfucking Joe is giving an impression that Obama and everybody should be falling behind Obama and do what he doing. And Man was like, nah, man, it don't work like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that ain't that Man guy heated. They was red as a motherfucker, bro. Like, now you trying to insinuate that I said there's no problem with it. Nah, that ain't what I said, brother. You
level and say, I've got a real problem with this. Let me tell you what you're about to do. Let me tell you why this is going to blow up in your face, and the blowback's not going to be worth it because I know I sat there.
That works if Joe Biden is calling George Bush, or George Bush is calling Barack Obama. Right. You know, the moment that whole thing yesterday was illustrative of how that group of former presidents look at one of their own. Okay, that to me is the thing about yesterday, how they look at him. And so I agree with you, Joe. The whole civil thing works, but you know, civility is a two-way street.
We all know that.
Let's just see what the civility is coming the other way, because I bet you it isn't. And that's going to be the test of this administration out of the gate with those four other former presidents sitting there. If you want their advice and you seek their advice, that's an open door to civility.
Right.
But if there is no inclination from you that you care for their advice, that you want their advice, and in fact you think that they're a POS, right? Mm-hmm. Then I don't know where the civility thing is going to get off the ground.
Michael, I'm not saying we're walking in a winter wonderland.
Joe, you had your moment. Let me just finish the point.
I know, but
I get
tell
that.
us something we don't know.
Well, I'm telling you something that you seem to forget. And
I
so let me make my point. You may not like it, but I'm going to make it. And the reality of it is, I take your civility argument, and you like to say 78 million people voted for Donald Trump. Well, 82 million people voted for Joe Biden.
Right.
And he didn't get that civility that you're talking about from Donald Trump in those 4 years.
Right.
So now the expectation is, because he's won again and he got 78 million people, we all got to be civil to Donald Trump. Well, okay, I'm prepared to be civil.
Nobody said that.
You did.
No, I didn't say that.
I did.
So I didn't say everybody has to be civil.
The reality of it is, you're using the term civil. I've never used that term. I'm using your term. You put civility on the table.
You said we all have to be civil. There is a pushback that you have to have.
But Joe,
I'm just talking about Barack Obama.
I'm saying I'm not fine. I'm not talking about that. My main point is everybody's looking at this from a one-way perspective. How we need to approach Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. How the hell is he approaching us?
Man. That right there is the key point that he was trying to make the white boy. Don't keep telling us how to treat him now. Like, fuck that. Like, for example, the vice president tried to shake a jackass hand, he wouldn't shake it. Like, how much are you supposed to go with these fools? Like, at some point, I don't like, he a Republican too. And he like, bro, how can you talk to somebody that's gonna disrespect you as soon as you leave out the room? How can you be civil with a motherfucker, but as soon as you turn your head, he gonna spit in your motherfucking cereal? It's like, bro, and you sit here telling us to treat him nice? After he just looked at the black woman and said, you ain't black? Told Obama he not black? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. This shit just be launching me out. That's the only part about Morning Joe that lunches me out, bro. It's like they don't get it. It's like it's not snapping in their head how dumb they fucking looking here. How dumb. And then when somebody confront him, this nigga turn bleach blonde red. Like, what the fuck? Start getting highly upset because nigga, you said it. Oh no, I ain't say that. Bro, you the one brought it up. No, that wasn't me. Then she gonna say, it might have been me. No, don't try that. His jackass said it. Come on, man.
Well, what we talked about a few minutes ago, we already know. Trump already motherfucking put foot to ass.
And we're gonna say, I mean, people get on that joint and go at it with them.
Yeah, and the people is not having it. And Michael Steele, who used to be a Republican, I think he's an independent now.
Right, yeah.
I think so, if I ain't mistaken. They go call you on your bullshit, just like the girl called out Jim Hughes on his bullshit. The people gonna call you out on your bullshit. Don't think you exempt. Y'all been up there kissing this dude ass. Y'all fell down, kissed the ring after y'all took that shoe out of your ass, and now you think motherfuckers ain't gonna pull them receipts on your ass. He told you what you said. You know you said it. He pulled the receipts. What the fuck? And fuck you.
I ain't say that. You're insinuating. Ain't nobody. What the fuck you said? I'm insinuating.
Look,
this motherfucker be mad as shit when they try to say something. You use their words and say, nah, I don't agree with that. Then it's like, I ain't say that. No, motherfucker. Come on, man. I think it's time for them two to come off the air. Be honest with you.
That's the goal.
They need to take a break.
They losing viewers hand over fist. And this shit right there ain't gonna help. Because if their ratings go down in the toilet any further, they gonna cancel their ass. It's about hey, look, the lower your ratings go and the more viewers you're gonna lose, that's advertising dollars. They're not losing them advertising dollars. That's what they run on. So that's what pay their salary. So they ain't fucking If y'all keep fucking up, it's gonna be a Joe and Mika watch. One day you're gonna turn on Morning Joe, and they're gonna be gone. And the next day they're gonna have a Joe and Mika podcast. Watch.
Man,
I'm calling it now.
Hey, a shout out go to everybody lost their houses out there in LA, man. That's some wild shit to have your shit burnt down and shit, and just be your whole life gone and shit. So one thing about that shit, that nobody prepared for something like that ever. You're not prepared to lose everything in your whole atmosphere and everything just be gone. So that's not normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not a normal activity for somebody to go through, you know.
Of course.
I say 3 years ago, my house burned down. Shit. And I was at work at the time it happened. My son was in the house. My son and his mother was in the house. She was asleep. And he was in his room. He couldn't even get to her to tell her the house was on fire. He had to jump out the window, and the maintenance man caught him out when he jumped out the window, the second story. And she had to jump out the front window. This was 3 years ago, and I lost everything. I even had rent money in my sock in that motherfucker. That type of lost everything. And the whole house was burned down. Lost all my clothes, everything. Lost everything. And that's something that you never prepare for. You never prepare to just leave the house one day and come back and there's nothing there no more. That's the crazy feeling.
Been through that one twice. It happened to me. I was in elementary school. It happened. Came home from school. Or they came and got me from school. Fucking everything burnt. Fuck the whole house burned the fuck up. It happened again when I was in. What the fuck was that? I was in high school then. What's the dude out there? Came home, got off the motherfucking bus. That was gone. This little bitch shit. And one time I was in the motherfucking joint. Fucking fan short circuited. Well, for a motherfucking cross the street neighbor, I asked about being grass. But I know that motherfucking feeling.
Exactly.
But shout out to going out to all them out in Cali,
Sure.
Hope y'all make it out. And for all you punk ass people out there that's putting them pictures on social media of people trying to vacate their home and save some of their possessions before the fires hit, and y'all want to call the police and put shit on social media, calling them looters and shit. Y'all some bitches. Y'all ain't shit. And I hope you don't have not one piece of luck ever in life. You rotten.
But see, that's the type of information that's going to be put on shit now that he just told us that he gonna let go. Well, that type of line, type of information.
Well, then
we just heard from whatever the fuck it's Zuckerbutt.
Look, this is one.
You got Zuckerbutt, Donald, and Elon Musk.
If you don't trust the information, and you know that these people lying on these platforms, get the fuck off these platforms. Because there's other platforms out there. Like I just left X today. I seen some shit. I just had it up to him. I deleted my account. Fuck them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm off X.
I ain't been on that joint in a minute now. We used to go live on the all the time. They wouldn't let us go live and shit.
Yeah, I'm off.
Other than that, I don't know. There ain't nothing on that. They be on that joint.
And I move all my shit to other platforms. So fuck them. And if that's how you gotta be, because when you lose enough, they get down on advertising money too. Don't let them fool you. And among other money, but if you leave them motherfucking platforms and go to other places, go to a place like a fan base for Isaac Hayes the third. You got fan base, you got motherfucking Blue Sky, you got a lot of places. There's a lot of platforms out there. I got another one I just got up on. I'm about to crank that junk called Substack. I'm on it.
The only thing about, all right, for example, fan base. If, for example, he's suing Trump now, right? Mm-hmm. Like, to me, only way these joints will work if the people are getting it without the conscious level of who actually own it. You feel me? Like, fan base. People will flock to fan bases, right? But most people would find out that Isaac Hayes III owned it on their way to finding out about fan base. You feel me? So then the biases step in, right? Now you see what I'm saying? So, for example, white people invest in us a lot. Tubi and shit like that is ran by white people. They know how to make shit that we don't know they own. You feel me? But it's our stuff, so we watch it. Unconsciously not knowing that the white man owned it. This white dude owned that shit. You feel me? But once you put it out there that I'm a black man, this is my platform, come to my platform, then you open it up to a bias type of, you open it up to people having their own thoughts first before they just go on the platform. Like everybody that been on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, went on those joints not even knowing who owned it. Or they don't even giving a fuck. You go on Tubi, all this shit, don't even give a fuck. You don't even know the nigga that own Fox own that. You don't know this stuff. You just go into black shit. You like, then if it's good, you're going to tell your folk, hey man, turn on this joint called Tubi, man, this movie on this joint. You don't know that all that money is being used to do other things that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think about black people. We need to start doing joints where you're just making the joint and letting it be bought or sold, used, without the being I'm a black man, this is my thing. I'm a black woman, this is mine. Because then you leave it up to people saying, like a MAGA motherfucker, that's DEI or some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of everybody flocking to the joint without that bias first. Like nobody knew who owned Twitter or give a fuck until Elon brought it. You feel me? Now you know who owned it.
Well, I just look at it like this. That means that when I go on there and want to interact with somebody or get into a back and forth, I ain't got to worry about no bigots being on it. I ain't got to worry about no racist content being on it. That's the way I look at it.
On what?
On a place like Fanbase or whatever.
No, I'm talking as far as promoting it and getting more people on it. I mean, like all his promotions is him telling you. You can't do that. I mean, that's going to turn off a lot of people. Just that.
But I guess as if
you want the masses to get
grow, he got to grow. I mean,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
So as he grow, more shit can happen. And also it's another new app, it's another new social media out there, and this one is owned by black women. It's called Spill.
That's Oprah joint, right?
And I ain't goddamn.
Wait. Oprah.
No, motherfucker, Oprah.
Whoopi. It's Whoopi. It's Whoopi.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna start that's it right there. Then. She about to start an all-woman network.
No, Whoopi trying to start the all-woman sports network.
Yeah. She already in the work. It's going to happen. But why is that so hard? I don't get how. All right, she make a motherfucker sports network, right? And only put women on it.
Women's sports.
How would you do that? How would you make that? How would you even do that? You can't. Like, so when they turn it on, it's gonna be women on the joint. Is she saying? To me, what she was saying was all women network, meaning it's gonna be women on a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do that?
Yes. Why not?
You can do that.
Yes, you can Yes, you can make you an all-woman sports network.
Why you don't just make a sport? This goes to back what I was just saying.
That's the only thing ESPN ain't got.
That goes to what I was just saying. Instead of saying I'm making it all, it's just making the sports network and just hire all women. You ain't gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm opening a sports network, a sports network on the side of Fox, whatever the fuck. That's it. Let it go. But when you get it started, you only hiring women. You ain't gotta announce stuff like that.
But you can do it.
Once you start off like that, then it's like people start the DEI shit, and it's all I don't want to watch that. And you don't just get it on, you don't just watch it.
This is the problem, man. I ain't gonna keep living my life according to no motherfucking talking points of saying DEI or whatever.
You got
It's a market out there. It's a market out there. Women's sports, especially with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and the WNBA, is the only thing that motherfucking ESPN don't got is a women's sports network. So you got plenty of sports that women play. They just don't have an all women's sports network. And if a motherfucker don't like it, don't look at it. It's just like the motherfuckers. It's just like motherfuckers in the that flocked to the WNBA. The racist motherfuckers that flocked just because of motherfucking Caitlin Clark. When she was eliminated, then they stepped the fuck off. So if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's just that it's a network that Trump supporters ain't gonna like because
that's what I mean.
But fuck them.
That's my point.
You can't
like just like for you example. You was on Twitter. Even though that fuck owned it. You see what I'm saying? Like some people would do things even though until it's just in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had known Elon Musk owned it the first time you downloaded it, you probably wouldn't have did it. Now you see what I'm saying? But he came in, he brought it while you was already on it.
Yeah, but I was on,
so it took your time to get over it. It didn't say, all right, I'm done now. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's different from him buying it and then before you ever get on it, then you going to get on it. That's something different. You wouldn't have got on it. You would have never got on it from the beginning. That's my point.
I mean, yeah, if Twitter was, if I wasn't on it up until Elon bought it, I would have never got on it. But I was on it. I was on it for way longer time before Elon owned the motherfucker.
Yeah,
so
but if you know, if Twitter was something that everybody knew Elon Musk owned, you probably would never got on it from the first day.
Yeah,
that's my point.
Yeah. Because I don't like Elon.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Appreciate everybody that got us 300 subscribers, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. Your sub go further for us than it go for anybody else. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, dog? Get us to that landmark. Too dumb of it. Off the streets. Talking to politics, though. We like doing it, though. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody that tune in with us, engage. We learning. We hope we teach y'all some things while we at it. You know what I'm saying, dog? It's never too late for that black debate. We always trying to upgrade and teach our culture anything that need to be taught. You know what I'm saying, dog? You got something to say?
Alfonso, Fonz, Terrell, and Devers, Dick Brown, who owns Spill, but they both black. If black owned, that's the second black owned. Well, at least we know 2 black owned social media apps out there. So if y'all looking for a space to go, yeah, it was launched in 2020. A couple of years. It was received investment from Kerry Washington. She should have some money. After she fucked Nnamdi career up, she just fucked the career out of that motherfucker. She fucked all the football out of Nnamdi.
Not good.
But yeah, y'all take it like out
Yes,
there.
indeed.
I'm about to get off these streets, get out of here for the weekend because it's about to snow, you know. And I'm gonna sit back at Sunday night and watch my squad whoop ass in the NFL playoffs. Shout out to them Washington Commanders. Y'all check out JD5.
Black and
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view, you know?